Okay, here's video 2. I can slow down a little bit. Between Medicaid and 2000s, there have been several attempts to create a national health care plan, but none have made it across the other side. That was until 2010. Wow, it seems like you really got tired here. So your nice organized sentences kind of falling apart between Medicare. Okay. So I think you mean something like between the establishment of Medicaid in whatever the year that was. There were several attempts to create a national health care plan, but none have, I feel like at that point, made it to the other side. There's so many words you're using there that I kind of get lost in it, so I feel like it might be clear to say, but none have succeeded. That was until 2010. This is weird, little nitpicky stuff, but that is until 2010. This little thing of that is always going to be that is, and never that was. Why? No reason. We just don't use it that way in standard English. During Barack Obama's administration, he signed the Affordable Care Act, which used so you know about the abbreviations. Okay, which used the private insurance model in order to provide coverage to Americans. I might even say at this point, like, more Americans, because you've talked about how it's there for seniors already. Despite this being the first drop from the government of medical care coverage since Medicaid in 1965, it would not begin enrollment until 2013, in which there were multiple reported hacks and site shutdowns. Okay, let's see. Despite this being the first drop from the government, I don't think the government drops medical care coverage. Despite this being the first increase of government medical care coverage. Macy, can I help you? Okay. It would not begin enrollment until 2013. Despite this being the first expansion of coverage, it would not begin. I don't think that's what you mean. Even though they gave it to people, it would not begin enrollment until 2013. And then this last part I feel like needs its own sentence, in which there are multiple reported hacks and site shutdowns. Yeah, you can add that. I'm not sure. I'm sure reasonable people disagree about like how that important it is to go into that, because I feel like for myself, I feel like there probably were issues setting up Medicaid as well, but Medicare, sorry, over 8 million individuals enrolled in Medicare, yet the costs were high. They were high or they are high. And many pharmaceutical and drug companies were charging outrageous prices for necessities, and medical facilities were charging extreme rates as well. Wait. I don't know when we are in history here. Over 8 million individuals enrolled in Medicare. I'm lost. I don't know where we are in history. During President Donald Trump's administration, there were many attempts to appeal the ACA, but they have managed to stay afloat. There were many attempts, but it has managed to stay afloat, I think, right? The ACA is an it. With the 2020 election just around the corner, there could be some major changes for the health insurance industry. With the election just around the corner, what could mean? Yeah, so we need to fix that. There have been many attempts at resolving the issue of getting health care insurance coverage to all Americans. Out of all the other countries in the world, America, out of all the other countries in the world, spends the most on health insurance, yet the U.S. population is one of the unhealthiest. Bam! See, that sentence, you've had some issues with things kind of getting tangled up in different pieces, but that one is really solid. And I feel like you have a tendency to want to, like, interrupt yourself with clauses, which is cool. And there, you interrupted the clauses, the way that you interrupted with out of the countries in the world, works really, really well. Despite these facts, there are still many people uninsured or being denied insurance due to private companies denying applications based on pre-existing conditions. The way health insurance companies take on and work with patients must have some influence on doctor and patient interactions as well. As well as what? The role and story of health insurance in the United States has evidently become something greater than just the health of citizens, but has become a war between politicians on state, local, and national scale. Has become a war between politicians on state, local, national scale, Doctors, the AMA, we need to, like, it's not a war between two, it seems like. It's been a war fought by politicians on state, local, and national scale, doctors, the AMA, businesses, and corporations. The discoveries made within this research shed light on how much other influences, both conscious and unconscious, are affecting not only decisions in one's everyday life, but on a national scale too, such as the decision on healthcare within America. You can definitely do better than that last sentence. That last sentence confuses me. The discoveries shed light on influences. You didn't talk about any unconscious stuff. They're affecting not only decisions in your everyday life, but a national scale. Yeah, you can do better, I think, to wrap up what you've got there. But yours feels so long. As I said, I'm just glancing at your works cited. Oh, looks pretty good. I will just say again that your interest in an ability to create sentences of different lengths and with different structures is great. I think that reading your own stuff out loud would really help you to find the places where you kind of got lost in the fanciness of what you were trying to do. And hopefully I helped you find some of those places by doing this.